The following program is rated MA and may contain themes that may not be appropriate for all viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hip-hop, trendsetters, the school of hard knocks and that attitude era. Yeah, I just wanted to be one of the best. Holding the mic as I'm yelling out D-Generation X. I will remember it. I never forget it. We've come a pretty long way. There's so much I can say. It's never really gone away.
Sorry about that, guys. Just a little bit of a technical difficulty on my side here. But we are in the midst of a heat wave right here in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. But Columbus, Ohio is going to have their own little bit of a heat wave as Raw rolls through the nationwide arena tonight for the final show before what will be supposedly a Night of Champions. We don't know what's going on there just yet. There's that drone shot. They brought that back. That makes me happy.
Yes, an exciting night to say the least. But yes, we are kicking things off. We saw Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, Jade Cargill, and Roxanne Perez make their way into the ring. But we are going to hear right off the bat from Seth freaking Rollins and company.
And you know he's going to be addressing LA Knight and what's been going on there.
Yes, but I also wonder if he's going to address the Goldberg Gunther scenario.
Well, I would think he would just address the thing that's standing right in front of him, and that is LA Knight. Seth Rollins isn't one to look past anybody.
No.
No, like I said, just knowing he's in the arena, that's all Bento Gunther needs. Corey Graves on Raw again.
Yes, this is very, very interesting that there is no Pat McAfee for the third week in a row.
Do we know if he's with prior engagements as far as like the football or whatever that he normally does?
Maybe.
College football isn't that far off.
No.
But how are you guys enjoying this dumb heat we have here today?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I couldn't get comfortable on my couch this afternoon. My one floor fan that's right beside me wasn't working properly, so I had to unplug it. I plugged it back in, and there was still nothing, but it did come on finally, so I do have a bit of a breeze blowing on me and helping to circulate some air in here.
Let's just say I've had to fill this up 3 times. I've been using this to spritz myself and Pepper with ice cold water to keep ourselves cool. And then this probably about 15 times to keep cold water in me.
I'm not going to say nothing.
What have you been doing to beat the heat, Bubba?
Installed an air conditioner. A very big one for the whole house.
Yeah, I'd put Bubba in timeout, but I don't blame him for doing that.
No.
Here's the killer part. It's not really for me. It's because I'm in the basement. It's more for my
Mhm.
mom upstairs. She's elderly and she kind of has issues with the heat, so I like forget it. We're paying for an air conditioner.
Yes.
Mhm. Seth
And
has got the stick.
so let's listen in.
Seth has the stick. Just once again telling us that he's everything but champion. Crowd loves him. See, Bron Breakker is dressed to compete. I want CM Punk. Like, talk about working the crowd. Wow. He's spitting some hard truth right now. Holy. Man, he's just shooting on everybody tonight. Wow. So do we get a name for this faction finally? Evolution 2.0? What? Like, Yeah. That was a mixed emotion for Goldberg. Hmm.
Quite the harsh promo from Seth Rollins, but spitting some hard facts and truths.
Right?
The one truth that everybody said that you guys were saying well, actually, Bubba had said was a truth that really wasn't, was how he said he put Cody on the map. Cody was already on the map before he came to the WWE.
Right.
I mean, Cody was like, he made a name for himself the moment he left WWE.
He did.
He went the Drew McIntyre route and just went around the Indies and just built that cred.
Yep.
Similar to what Matt Cardona is doing right now.
Yes.
And continues to keep doing. But this is going to be a hell of an opening match.
It is.
You know what else? You know what I'm craving to beat this heat? Even though I'm lactose intolerant, just a big tub of ice cream.
As soon as you said beat this heat, I went tub of ice cream.
Yeah.
Now, I asked this to
and
Bubba
not just
on
like
the
one of those
locker
little
room.
like pints. And not just one of these little pints, but like those big ones, you know?
Yeah. I asked this to Bubba on the locker room breakdown. We know that LA Knight suffered several tsunamis last week, but with Seth, Bronson, and Paul viably at ringside, do we see LA Knight getting involved, causing Bronson Reed to get involved, and Adam Pearce coming out and making this a tag match?
No. Because as I said on Friday after that, they're taking him off TV so that they can build to a match at SummerSlam.
Okay.
That's where I'm going with Seth Rollins.
These two gentlemen have had a match before, correct?
They have for the Intercontinental
times.
Championship. Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Pete, what's going on, my friend? He says
They were involved in that big build to the Fatal 4-Way at
that's
WrestleMania.
Right,
Yes.
I forgot about that. See, Pete saying, "Evening, you fine gentlemen."
Thank you.
I don't know who he's referring to as gentlemen.
Me and Bubba, just as we've been saying.
And I don't see that from you. I don't believe that in you two.
Well, we don't believe.
I don't believe it in I'm not. I don't believe it in myself.
We don't even think you're a man sometimes.
Whoa.
Well, I mean, that's debatable for you too.
But I do have to wonder. I mean, if LA Knight is out, as long as I think he's going to be out for, I wonder who else you can go with to take on Seth Rollins. I mean, Penta would be a great option.
Penta. Another name I'm hearing from AAA would be Psycho Clown. What a way to get his name on the
Mr. Iguana.
There you go.
That dude's awesome. I love that guy.
I seen a picture. The greatest trio tag team that could be of all time. If you do it, Goldust, Stardust, and call Mr. Iguana Green Dust. Could you imagine the shenanigans that those guys could pull off? Holy!
You know what I said to myself actually when watching Worlds Collide there when Mr. Iguana was in the ring? Imagine Santino in his prime and him and Mr. Iguana having a match, Cobra versus Iguana.
Holy.
Right?
Holy.
Or even as a tag team.
Let's add Mr. Socko in there.
There we go. There's your trio right there. There's your trios tag team.
The Iguana, the Cobra, and the Sock. All right.
I mean, they all have the same kind of attack, so.
That's right.
Yeah, name that tag team. Wow.
Is it just Heyman at ringside, or?
I think so.
Yeah. I don't know where Bronson Reed went.
They went back up the ramp.
Did he?
Yeah. Which I credit Seth Rollins for not having to stick around for this match and ensuring that he's got Bronson back in the locker room area for protection in case somebody does try to sneak attack.
Yeah, even if LA Knight does try to brave his injuries and try to make an attack. You know, I'm actually surprised because didn't Jey Uso come out and try to help out LA Knight on Friday? I feel like he did.
I want to say yes.
Because I'm going to say I'm kind of surprised that if that was the case, I'm kind of surprised Seth Rollins didn't address him. Wait, did I say Jay? I meant Jimmy.
No, Jimmy came out to try and help Jacob.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that's the segment I was thinking of when Jimmy went out to help Jacob earlier or later that night.
In this situation, would this be one of those times where you potentially bring back a Braun Strowman on a pay-per appearance?
I would be okay with that.
I mean, yeah, you couldn't go wrong with that plan.
Especially with the history between Bronson and Braun.
Right?
And it's like I've always said with those releases that happen. I mean, there's nothing stopping from WWE from bringing them back at some point.
Right?
I mean, how many times has JR been fired
Right?
from WWE only to be brought back?
Same with Jerry Lawler. Now, the other name that would be really intriguing to come back to help face Seth Rollins, and I know we don't see him returning until SummerSlam, but he referenced him earlier, and that is Roman Reigns.
Well, if you're going to bring Roman back, I mean, I would say bring him back after Saturday night's main event so you can push to SummerSlam, because then after that, you got like what? Oh, geez, no.
2 weeks.
3
weeks.
You only. Yeah, okay, so never mind on that one. I would bring him back like tonight.
Yeah.
And watch, Bubba, just because I subtly said that, Roman shows up.
Right?
Just the same thing when I said Joe Hendry at WrestleMania, and Joe Hendry showed up.
Right? And it's funny because I was watching WrestleMania with my buddy, and he's like, what if they bring in a champion from a different company? And Joe Hendry's music hit. I'm just like, are you kidding me?
And see, I said that as a joke. I was
Right?
under the belief that he wasn't going to be brought in.
Right.
Surprising thing about this match, it's a good match, but it's a little bit slower than the pace that I've seen these two men usually work.
Right. Right. I'm going to put an intriguing name out here now. You can literally give him mass heat or give him instant credibility as a babyface. And I don't know the severity of his injuries from Money in the Bank. What about a Logan Paul who's had history with Seth Rollins?
What about a Logan Paul?
I like Logan better. Okay, go ahead before I say what I was going to say.
You bring Logan in to come in as that extra backup for LA Knight.
Okay, I was going to say something, but then you said for LA Knight. Logan Paul works better off as a heel, in my personal opinion. Him as a babyface just doesn't. I mean, he tried. I will give him credit when he tried being a babyface. It didn't float over well. So him coming in to be with Seth Rollins would be a better option.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, what a move.
Oh, geez. I felt that on my ribs.
Man. Paul Heyman. I love his reactions.
Right?
I'm still of the belief that if you bring Logan Paul back, Logan Paul could be the one that turns John Cena babyface again. I still think that could very well happen.
Right.
Because Logan Paul can blame John Cena for that loss. Because it was John Cena who got pinned.
Yes.
And the table got partially destroyed there.
And see, I actually put Logan Paul in that position for him to garner mass heat and be the guy to take the belt off of John Cena.
No. Just no.
Think of how I like actually where OMD is going with this, because think of the publicity that WWE could get off of that.
The other one, and I know you're going to love this one, for John Cena's last match would be that match that Joe Hendry wants. And Joe Hendry comes in, dethrones Cena.
See, I thought of I thought of that, but does Joe Hendry have anything going on as far as like SummerSlam or like somewhere around that weekend at all?
Well, he's got Slammiversary. He's got Trick Williams.
When's Slammiversary? That's what I'm asking. Essentially.
Hold on, I'll let you know.
I believe that's the week before. I believe that's around the 27th.
July 20th is Slammiversary.
Okay, so 2 weeks pre-SummerSlam.
Okay, so I'm trying to paint a scenario where, because
Bobby,
thank you for the like, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
Trying to paint a scenario here. Because I said like a while ago, and I think I said this at WrestleMania, Bubba, because it was you and I doing this, and I said Joe Hendry and John Cena possibly at SummerSlam, and I was trying to paint a scenario. Even then, I couldn't come up with one, but maybe we do this. If we do John Cena and Joe Hendry at SummerSlam, we have it so that Joe Hendry or John Cena doesn't have a match, right? And maybe he actually wants a match at SummerSlam or something along those lines. Okay. He comes out like, we'll say that week or something, and like, I don't have a match, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to take SummerSlam night off. And
Joe Hendry.
Yeah, Joe Hendry's music hits. Maybe Adam Pearce comes out and says, this match is happening. It is official, because he will say it is official.
Right.
Or even at SummerSlam where we get a segment with John Cena like in the ring saying that, and then Joe Hendry's music hits.
Yeah. I'm almost wondering, because like I do believe that with I'm expecting is tonight's main event, Cody and Jey, with the expectation that it will be Cody and Randy at Night of Champions. Which one?
Okay, so I'm going to cut you off, OMD, because it's official. It's still happening in Riyadh.
Okay.
We just saw the announcement right there. Sorry, you were saying.
Do we potentially, given the fact that we're likely going to see Cody and Jey in the final, or Cody and Randy in the final, who do we see getting that match at SummerSlam for the title? We know that both of those men want to get back there. But what about R-Truth as well? Do we go to a four-way cluster?
You're saying if Cody takes the match tonight?
Yeah.
Well, I still say Sammy's winning the tournament, so...
Sammy lost last week.
Oh, right.
You keep dreaming about that. We're coming to reality.
Yeah. Well, Cody wins. Jesus, okay, there's the speed there in the match. No, Penta was smart and tried to grab both legs and move the arm away. So, um, if Cody wins and then we see it become a 4-way, who's the fourth participant again?
Truth.
Okay. No, I have Truth, Cena, and Cody.
And Randy.
Oh, yeah. I don't.
You know what, Bobby?
think
I am having a good Monday.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't think. See, I don't know.
Or
I kind of subscribe to the fact that if you're going to win a tournament or the Royal Rumble or even the Money in the Bank, it should be a one-on-one situation.
Right. Could this be where
Holy
we get
Spirit.
Randy maybe trying to get revenge on Truth for what Truth did?
Wow.
What a win by Bron Breakker there.
Sorry, OMD. That was incredible.
Oh, it was.
Trying to swerve it back to the match that we just watched.
Yeah, no, that was huge.
Wow. He's a
just,
monster.
I think he just kind of put an exclamation point on that, but
Jesus. That was insane.
That almost reminded me of because Carlito attempted the same maneuver against Randy Orton back in 2006 at Unforgiven, and Orton caught him in the RKO. Yep. That was a thing of beauty to watch live, by the way.
Oh, I can imagine.
Because you saw,
here comes Rollins now.
Yeah, from my vantage point, because I watched both the pay-per-view and obviously I was there live when it happened. From my vantage point, Randy Orton was laid out like he was dead. Carlito had the match in hand to win.
Right.
And then Orton just jumps up, catches him. On the TV, all you see is Carlito leaping off the ropes and Randy Orton catching him. You don't see Orton laying dead on the other side of the ring. Also, he's jaw-jacking with Penta.
He says, stay out of my way. This is your one warning.
Do you think Penta's going to listen?
He already said no.
Yeah. So there's something that you can build towards. I mean, not for Night of Champions, but for Saturday night's main event, a match between Penta and Seth.
Yep.
Yeah, and I got to say this, we're heading into what, our third or fourth Saturday night's main event? I think it's our third.
Yep.
I love the fact that they're building to Saturday night's main event.
Right. Did you just happen to notice next Monday special start time of 6 p.m. Eastern?
I can do 6 p.m. for the Raw Patrol if we have to.
Okay, I can do 5 p.m. for the LRB.
That's this Saturday?
We were talking about next Monday's Raw, Bubba.
Oh, Raw. Sorry. Love the Andre the Giant artwork in the background.
All right, a little bit of stuff to unwrap with that one. I missed the AJ half, though.
Dom is injured and cannot defend the title at Night of Champions. So when Dom is cleared and ready, AJ is first in line.
Something tells me that that's just Dom trying to weasel out of the match. Yeah, next.
So.
Next Monday, special start time at 6 p.m. And I wonder why 6 p.m.
I don't know.
Because they should be stateside by then.
Yeah.
But this is what I like that they're doing right here, as everybody else is in commercial break here. They're showing like what to expect during the night, during the commercial break in between matches, and they're showing a hype package for Jey Uso right now.
Yes. And yes, Bobby, 100%. We agree with you that Penta Bron Breakker was awesome, and what an ending to it.
And there's going to be more. There's got to be more coming out of that, especially with what Seth had said to Penta.
Yeah. Is that where we potentially get a reunion of the Lucha Bros?
You know, I was thinking about that too, because like I look at what LA Knight is going through with them, and I'm like, I've in OMD, you can vouch for this one. I've been saying like he needs some backup, and I thought that's where maybe Jimmy Uso would come in or something like that. People he's been close to. He's been close to Penta too, so
Yep.
wouldn't be I wouldn't put it past Penta and Ray to get together just for the one feud, though.
Right.
But also in that segment next week, we have a tag team championship match. The New Day defending the titles against JD McDonough and Finn Balor.
Yes.
I like how the New Day, by the way, got totally upset that they were having a match.
Right? And a heel team versus a heel team match.
It's hard to say if I would consider Finn a heel. I mean, because right now with the way things are going between him and Dom, it almost feels like Finn may come out the babyface in this one,
Right.
or Dom could come out the babyface as well.
Right. Dom absolutely could. What I'm wondering, though, is where Grayson Waller stands, because we've seen him having these discussions with the New Day. Is he just trying to lull them into security so that he, in theory, can take them on? Or is this him goading Theory and that we finally pull the trigger on that split?
Well, didn't Austin or Grayson Waller say like he cussed out Austin Theory last week?
I don't know. I didn't see or hear that.
Jey Uso getting himself all set up and ready for the match later tonight. So if Dom is actually hurt, that puts us down to 4 matches again back at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, so, it's not hard to fill, though.
Well, I was going to say, why couldn't they put the tag titles at Night of Champions? I like that. I like that promo from Goldberg. I still have an issue with how long it took him to get that to raise that ire, though, because like that was stuff that happened back in October, and here it is 9 months later.
Yes, but Goldberg has been rehabbing, and I believe he had a surgery on a nagging injury. And
Hey, look, there's Dom. He looks fine. He looks down. He looks downtrodden because his woman's not around.
yep,
But I liked what Michael Cole said right after that. Dom, you could use FaceTime.
right.
But right now we are getting the match I was looking forward to this week: Jade Cargill and Roxanne Perez.
Yes, we are.
And I got to say, like in the 2 years that we've had Jade on WWE, I've never looked forward to her more than with the
Right.
stuff she did in AEW. Because not gonna lie, anytime I did try to watch AEW and I saw she was on the she was coming out, I'm like, okay,
Well, she was built up, and she became the female Goldberg.
She was extremely green. That's what I'm hinting at.
So the work that she has put in, the time that she has put in, and the fact that she can actually truly go now to more than a 3 or 4 minute match.
Well, see, that's where I'm heading to is like when she came to the when I heard she was coming to the WWE, I'm like, okay, good. She will have people there that will help her like become the star she's becoming now.
Yeah.
And there's just a confidence about her that I absolutely love.
Right
now. And even she has admitted that, like, yeah, sure, she got some good information while working in AEW, but it wasn't nearly enough for her.
Right.
But I got to tell you, Oscar Cargill, that's going to be a hell of a match when that happens.
See, I'm still sticking with Roxy.
I like that one best. That was a good one.
Well, you could even take that and say, like, even if it doesn't happen in the finals, it's still going to happen at some point.
Oh, yeah.
And if Jade and Asuka does happen, we talked about like people who have helped build Jade. Asuka is definitely one of those women that could do it.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're right.
As we're taking a look at the Nationwide Arena, the home of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Well, look who's getting stretched out. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Well, what are your thoughts about that little segment?
I didn't hear the first half of it.
Wasn't really anything important. It was just they were kind of bickering back and forth, and then
yeah, they were bickering over who gets the shot next, essentially, or it's gonna lead to. I mean, I think it's gonna lead to a triple threat between all three women at Evolution.
Yep. That's where I'm going.
I mean, smart move by Roxanne to powder out right at the start.
Right?
Old school heel tactics right now with Roxanne,
Right?
doing the powdering out, the getting into the ropes.
Yep. I
That's
love
old
it.
school, like Bobby Heenan kind of stuff. Whenever Heenan would wrestle a match,
Yep. Thank you, Bobby. We appreciate that. Bobby coming in saying we always do an amazing job. I want to get back to some of his earlier comments, and he wants our thoughts on Natty Neidhart going to Reality Wrestling on June 28th for a match.
I'm fine with that. I love the fact that WWE is opening up to allow their wrestlers to wrestle everywhere else. I mean, it makes sense for Reality of Wrestling. That's Booker T's promotion.
Yes.
So that promotion, I can safely say, because of Booker T's employment with the WWE, that Reality of Wrestling is probably under the WWE umbrella a little bit.
it is.
Probably.
Because let's face it, we're looking at another woman in this ring who came from reality wrestling and Roxanne Perez.
Yep.
She was trained by Booker T, but she actually came from Ring of Honor first before reality of wrestling.
Not by my count. She's had matches in reality before ROH.
Ouch.
I don't know what that feels like because I've delivered that move to my opponents.
I know what it feels like. Ouch.
Then again, you look at how tall I am. It makes sense for me to do a maneuver like that.
Up and around. Oh, no.
No, caught her in a backbreaker.
Ouch. This is definitely a David versus Goliath kind of match in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is your atypical, like, wrestling match, really. You always have the bigger against the smaller kind of thing.
Oh, don't do the skip thing, Jade. You might get Barry Horowitz.
Well, I was thinking of Scott Steiner.
Well, I was thinking of when Skip did the push-ups and then Barry Horowitz rolled them up and got the win.
Yep.
That was funny. Oh, my goodness, boys. I'm breaking into the Monster Energy already.
Crashing that bad, are you?
Oh, dude, these shifts absolutely killed me. What in the world? That was not. Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, are we doing what I think we're doing? Oh, that'll leave your leg in a nice wrong way position. You hear the guy? It's okay, Jade. It's okay. You'll be okay. Just screaming.
I would have shouted out, "You're okay, just walk it off," kind of thing.
Quit being a wimp. Walk it off.
See, I can be that kind of fan when I'm at a live audience. I'm not the fan that breaks kayfabe like some fans I've seen. Like it totally, again, to go back to another Unforgiven 06 story, the TLC match, right? The table spot that finished the match there. Well,
Right.
Before that, the tables were set up and they were there for like 5-10 minutes. It felt like. And at one point, one of the tables fell off the other table, and John Cena went and grabbed the table to fix it up. Fan in the next row over me shouts out, "Way to ruin the finish, John!" Like, shut up.
Right?
How's that ruin the finish?
Yeah,
I don't understand, because he put the table back?
yeah.
Because he knows the spot can't be done without that table in that position. So
Yeah.
what do? You get your opponent, you beat him, get nice and close and say, "Give me 2 seconds. I got to put the table back up."
Yeah, and what he did was
throw.
to get to that table spot, they were working each other, Edge and John Cena.
Yeah.
John threw Edge out to the ringside by the aisleway, and John turned around, went back, and fixed up the table to set up the finish.
Right? Like, that's a wrestling fan.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, that is not a real wrestling fan, because a real wrestling fan wouldn't have said that. We would have went 2-2. Table fell. Table needs to go back. Cena put the table back, and the bit got done, and it was epic.
But and here's the thing too, like when you're in the live audience, sure, you may know what the finish is going to be like,
Right.
but you tend to go into like a suspension of disbelief. Like the kayfabe sucks you in, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, even at the CWE show, as you've witnessed, this guy gets into the moment, and I live in the moment.
Yeah.
I know what's going on. I know it is what it is, but it's fun to live in the moment.
As right now, Roxanne Perez is just going to work on that knee, and that's been the story of this match so far.
Right?
Yes, it has, and keep it up, Roxy.
Jade will find a way out.
I mean, when you are the smaller person in a match, and you know or have done what she did was the leg was between the post and the step. At that point, that becomes your target. Is that smart and strategic on the smaller person's part to take a body part and pick it apart?
100% it is. You
Oh,
want to
that's
cut
that.
the bigger person down to size. You want
Right,
them
like
at
she
your
just did.
level.
There's a line of commentary that Jesse Ventura once said at WrestleMania 5. It was during the Rockers taking on Akeem and the Big Boss Man, the Twin Towers.
Yes.
And they were working. Sean and Marty were working Akeem's arm, and Gorilla was like, "Smart move to be taking out one of their limbs. You can't work really well on 3 limbs." To which Jesse said, "You know, you're right, Gorilla, but I think I would have gone to work on a leg."
Yep.
I mean, it is what it is, right? Like, as the smaller. Whoa, no way. We got a Chris Parrish run in. What's going on, brother?
What's up?
Not much, brother. How you doing? Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So we have Roxanne and Jade Cargill in the ring, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
Great match so far. I was just asking the guys, how smart is it on the smaller person's part to pick a body part and just absolutely destroy it on the bigger person?
What's up, Bobby? I mean, I do it all the time. Does me pretty well. So if they're good at it, it would help out a lot. If they suck at it, I suggest don't do it.
Yeah. That's like if I ever had to wrestle best, dude, I would pick his leg, leg. I'd be like, okay, which one's your good leg? Which one's your bad leg? Because I'm not going to go after your bad leg and hurt it more because it's already weak, right?
Yeah.
Nice fall-away slam.
But if you do somehow injure the good leg, then he'll have
he's screwed.
2 bad legs, and he won't be able to be on his feet.
Sounds like a him problem, not a me problem.
No,
I get the win.
Exactly. It's a way to better. Yeah.
You got where I was going with that one, so thank you.
Just stay with me. We'll get to the checkered flag soon.
Well, it's funny because up here we work the left, and it's my left knee that's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, why do that? Why? What?
So Roxanne can take the loss.
And she kicked out.
I guess. Yeah.
Good loss. She lost count, apparently.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom,
Oh,
My goodness.
Good time.
You know, I think OMD might be right with Roxanne taking the win here. Oh. Dang. No, I don't think so. Oh, wrapped her up.
So close.
Oh, giant kick to the side of the head. Holy. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Holy.
this is a hell of a match that these 2 women are putting on.
Yes, it is. And I don't think we would have. I don't think we expected any less out of these 2.
The heck?
I like the frustration that we're getting out of Roxanne right now.
Cargill's like, you touch my hair, girl. You in trouble. Oh. We're going to do it again?
Yep.
No.
Oh. Nope. She's like, screw this.
Let's end this. Okay, it is
Good
Jake
job.
that got the win. Okay.
What a
Good
match.
job on Jessica. Good job on Jessica Carr to check the shoulder there beforehand.
Yes.
See,
I've been noticing the refs have been hitting that a lot lately. Sorry, go ahead, Brett.
Here's the thing I actually don't like about that is the fact that she put her arm in there. It actually looks like she helped get there. I would have just said, I'm not counting. Her shoulder's not down. I would have alerted the person in the pin. I don't think you need to always put your hand in there.
Right.
But it is good to check to see, but I would have liked her to check to see and be like, it's good, and then count. Just get that vocal ass out there.
Mm-hmm. But she was also pushing Jade's boot out of the way. If you watch, she goes in and she's hitting the boot out of the way.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I don't like, though, is that little physicality.
Right.
If that's just a matter of her not being able to see, I'm sorry, but that's on you.
Yeah, a simple little word from Jessica Carr to say to Jade, hey, move your foot or something like that.
Shoulder's not down. Shift her a bit.
Can't see the shoulder, can't make the count. Can't call what I don't see, right? Like, how many times have we heard that?
Yeah.
What? There we go.
Asuka versus Jade. This is going to be a great match at Night of Champions.
That is going to be a heck of a match.
Oh, yes, it will.
Can't wait.
So I don't know if you heard, Parrish, but next week's Raw will be live at 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I know. I will not be here.
Yeah.
But it is on Netflix, though.
It is.
Yes, it is.
We don't have to watch it at 6.
It's true.
This is true.
I mean, you guys are doing the PLE Patrol on a different time.
That we are.
But if you guys do it at 6 p.m. Eastern, I will not be here.
All right. While we get this promo package for Cody Rhodes, it is time for the patented OMD locker room.
Go ahead, Parrish. You're just in time, Parrish.
Real life ad read. So, everybody, if you want to select a seat at the end of the table, remove yourself if you're taking a dump, OMD. We don't need to see that. How dare you interfere with my talk? But if you want to go to Carl Carafel, theredbubble.com, and you want to, I don't know, check out some of the merchandise, that guess what? Your boy is even wearing a Chris Parrish podcast hoodie straight from that Redbubble. Then you can absolutely plunk yourself into the cool kid section, just like the way OMD is plunking his way into the number 2 aisle of his bathroom. So don't be a number 2 like OMD. Be part of the cool kids and go to carlcarafel.redbubble.com. Who put his link tree up? carlcarafel.redbubble.com. The site now located at the bottom of your screen. Peter Gunther. What? He's wearing the Peter Griffin outfit.
All he needed was a tie.
Peter doesn't wear a tie.
Oh, that's right, too. No, the glasses is what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah.
Dude, my brain's jello.
There's always room for jello.
No, it's the bad no-name jello.
It's jello.
Excuse me, sorry. Wow.
Well, we just got a Goldberg match, guys.
Yeah. Well, so in that interview, I don't know if you were really watching, but Michael Cole asked Goldberg, well, what if you win the title? Like, this is supposed to be your last match. What if you win the title? He's like, well, that'll be something if it happens. So if Goldberg wins the title, it might not be his last match. And so I ask, how do you feel if Goldberg wins the title?
He won't win, so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
He doesn't earn the status of getting to win his retirement match.
Hey, look who it is. Dirty Dom.
Yep. And the reports is Dirty Dom is actually dealing with an injury and will not be a part of Night of Champions.
Hey, broken heart. Oh, he just takes the mic from her. Nice.
As he should. He's the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. Haven't you heard?
He can't even talk. That's great.
Why doesn't he just bring him like a megaphone like CM Punk did back in the day? The fans cheer when they take the mic away from him.
So OMD, in your absence, you missed a match.
Okay.
Goldberg defeated Hugh Morris.
Oh, okay. That was
They literally showed the entirety of Goldberg and Hugh Morris from a random episode of Nitro.
wow.
Well, kind of. They just showed the spear and the jackhammer. I mean, basically all the moves, but
yeah, that's the entirety.
I believe that was Goldberg's debut match.
Hey, it was no laughing matter, Best. Take it seriously, all right?
It was very humorous in my personal opinion.
Bobby Stats, can you please say something? Well, it's nice that Tyreek Hill decides to do backflips there because he ain't doing them on the field.
Right?
Jesus. Hey, I show speed. If you think you're cool, get back in the ring. Because I remember firsthand what happened to you. Because I saw it. It just has a drink. Sweet.
Wow, that's going to be epic. Drone cam.
Ring general.
Peter Gunther.
That's awesome to hear, Bobby. Congrats. Hope you have a great time. What is so funny?
The realization of OMD talking,
Oh.
and then your talk, because you started talking, but he was talking.
But
Mic
he's
muted, and his realization of, oh, the mic didn't unmute. That was hilarious.
Yeah, Goldberg hit the ring with a purpose. No suit jacket, nothing like that. He is all business. Is he going to be looking for a fight? We know Goldberg had the sit-down interview earlier today.
Who's in the ring?
Wait. What show are you? What show are you watching, OMD? Because Goldberg.
I said Gunther, and I said Goldberg had the sit-down interview earlier today.
No. You said
no,
Goldberg.
bro. You said Goldberg in the ring.
My bad.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Oh.
It's a nice shirt Gunther has on. I mean, he could wear an undershirt because nobody wants to see her nipples, buddy. They should just turn like the AC on right now just to mess with them. We got the A-Town Aaron Jackson saying greetings from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Well, who dat, brother?
I was going to say that. America. I
might
got the
might
good
get
old
a subscription
boys.
because unless he's not a Saints guy, but I hope he is. But how you doing, Aaron? Or Aaron? A-Town?
Aaron.
Aaron. Got an Aaron in the chat.
Right? Oh, God. I'm so overtired that it's all funny right now.
It's like the equivalent to you being on like anesthetics at a hospital, and it's like the wearing off where it's just like,
yeah.
I just looked at my feet. That's funny.
And it doesn't help that I've got half of that in there plus a cup of coffee. So
hell yeah, buddy.
well, he's really talking smack about Goldberg, eh? That's cool. You see the comment down here?
Yeah, that's why I said, hell yeah, buddy.
That's cool, dude.
Trying to do two things at once, bro.
I can only do one thing at a time right now. So Gunther basically saying that he's going to end Goldberg forever.
Forever.
Man, he's just riled tonight.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you think about this, I mean, Gunther just won the World's Heavyweight Championship back from Jey Uso. And then now you have the nostalgic factor in Goldberg trying to say, hey, you talk stuff about my family in Atlanta, Georgia,
Right.
my hometown. Now I'm going to have to do something about it. That's my Goldberg impression. And then he's like, If you're Gunther, you want like Seth Rollins, you want Jey Uso coming
real
back.
talent.
You don't want to deal with yesteryear. You want to deal with what the crop is right now. So he knows he has a very important task at hand, and that is making sure that he sets an example by taking care of Goldberg, because that represents that he is not going to take anything from these acts that were from the past, just coming in and saying, I want my shot. I get my shot. Also, I am jealous. Hey, Ron.
Oh, jeez. Oh! Wow, that was a punch. Wow. Oh, that's awesome. I love Cross, man. That guy's just
Also,
his talent.
how awesome is it that he just has a new shirt drop in WWE shop, but he's wearing Scarlet shirt,
Yep.
the Devil's Bride.
Mhm.
Oh, here comes Becky Lynch.
Oh, this is
Or
Bayley.
Becky Lynch.
That's
Wow, Bayley.
Okay, best. This is up to us now. Who's gonna F up next?
Yep.
I hope you lag in like 5 seconds. I'm just kidding.
Nope, not so much leg tonight. I actually cleaned my computer over the weekend.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh. We'll leave it at that, chat. You can make assumptions.
Look at Bobby. This is an awesome Raw Patrol. Because OMD's getting old and has Alzheimer's. I'm exhausted.
people
and can't
again?
think straight. Oh, I can't
Who
believe
am I?
this.
What are these? Oh my god, I'm so confused.
Where am I? Somebody call the aliens. Wow. Commercial break.
So over and under odds that Lyra Valkyria interrupts this match and it's a no contest.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
I mean, I don't think she's going to be honest.
It's either that or we do see a disqualification win.
Yeah.
We gotta run in, and it's the best ever. It's the best ever. You can join now. Yay!
Well, I figured since everyone else is in commercial break that it would be the opportune time to do so.
Welcome to the show, my friend. How you been?
Thank you.
All right, now the top
Busy,
rows.
warm. Yeah.
I was sitting here wondering.
Not to mess up a person in the ring.
Yep. I was wondering when you were going to show up, Carl, because I know you said you were going to be on the show today.
Yeah, I just had some computer issues and stuff like that was going on here, so just had to get things all sorted, fixed, and corrected before I could hop in. So good to see you, Bobby. Thank you so much, brother.
Probably.
And I figured for tonight I'll join Parrish, and my microphone's upside down.
Yeah, I kept it just for you, man.
That's awesome.
Go. I'm happy to be here at least, though, on location.
We're thrilled to have you here, brother. It's great to see you. I know you've been busy for the last little while.
Very busy.
Carl,
Very busy. Yeah.
I'm sporting merchandise from the Redbubble.
I see that. Does everybody know about Redbubble?
Oh yeah, we already did the ad break because OMD had to go pee pee.
Oh.
Or that's what he says.
And how did the little one stuff turn out? The little merchandise?
I'm not allowed to talk about that on stream, Carl. Don't want you to get mad.
Just making sure that the print on the smaller items that were purchased turned out well.
I think they sent us the wrong color shirt, but nonetheless, it was okay. Because they gave us blue, and I wanted black, obviously, because it's the black background. I will say, I did not expect it to be like this material, so I was kind of curious about it. I thought it was going to be more of a transparent background and not this on.
Gotcha.
But it's very comfortable. I will say that, though.
Kevin Owens going to be appearing on the Cody Rhodes podcast this week.
He's not going to have a drink, though. I can't see that. And that's a staple.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't think does Kevin Owens drink? I don't think so.
I don't think he does.
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
But still, it's going to be an interesting show.
I'm not Kevin Owens, so I can't tell you.
Hold on, let me call him up.
I know a guy.
Oh. I know a guy, too. Several.
It's official. I have his phone number.
Hey, so question.
Hey, why did my segment get cut? No.
Right.
Ouch. Carl's got a bug and I got a bug.
Yeah. There was a mosquito that was in here. It bit me and didn't die.
Just that sound of that dunk right up against the mic.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
No, it was hilarious, dude. It sounded like one of those cartoon thunks.
Dunk.
Wow, the ring announcer's got some wild hair going on back there.
That's her normal hair.
That's
wild, bro.
She wakes
That's
up
awesome.
and it's just like that, I think.
Yeah. Some people wake up and they piss excellence there, Bubba. It's not easy, but we do it. You know what the theme song is to when I piss at excellence? Da 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 da.
The perfect.
Who are you to doubt El Dandy? How the match starts.
Yes, it does.
So, Carl, what have you caught
Slim
for
Jim
Raw so far?
sponsoring. What have I caught for Raw so far? I'll be honest, nothing, as I was trying to deal with these tech issues.
Whoa.
Now, this is a Bayley I'd like to see more of.
Right?
Is there ever a Bayley you don't want to see? Because she is just fantastic.
Agreed.
Plus, she's a role model. Gotta look up to her.
Ooh.
Also, if I'm not mistaken, this is the first time we are seeing Becky Lynch go one-on-one with Bayley on Raw, where Becky Lynch is the heel and Bayley is the babyface.
I think you could be correct.
I think so.
Also, Aaron, don't you like Bayley's gear? That black, white, and gold? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It looks more blue and white to me.
Carl?
Isn't it?
Well, she used to be a champion. There's no way it was blue.
No, I see the white and gold.
But she was a SmackDown champion, so the blue and white it looks blue. It's not white and gold. It's blue and white.
I see where you're going, Carl.
No, blue and white. You don't win those titles.
No bueno.
No bueno. You don't win one
bueno.
of those that's up there, right above that.
Neither do the Oilers.
We've won 4 in my lifetime. How many have your team won in your lifetime?
I still stand by my conspiracy theory on the whole hockey thing.
Also, they made it to the final 7 times in Parrish's lifetime. Just putting it out there.
Lucky number 7.
Lucky number 7.
Same amount of years I've trained with the Dolphins.
You painted yourself in a corner on that one, OMD.
Ooh, that looked like
Yeah, that hurt just a little bit.
More Raiders wrestle against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller on main event tapings. Nice.
Okay.
They really just need to push the trigger and turn Austin Theory babyface already.
I'd be okay with that.
Have you not seen the clips where it's like he's on the apron, I'm tagging, they're just chanting his name? Like the "We want Austin." Like, it's very similar to like the pops Cross is getting. Like, not as loud, obviously,
Right.
but like, and you already missed the Karrion Cross segment, by the way, Carl.
Yes, you did.
Okay,
But
well, that's okay.
It is official, though. We will see it. We didn't get a date, though. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Cross.
Ooh.
So,
Any stips?
yeah, if you don't enjoy it, then F you.
Just straight up match, though? No no gimmick?
I think so. No, I mean,
Sammy never mentioned anything about a gimmick.
Okay, good. No, and I'm okay with
it.
that because I just want to see Karrion Cross in a matchup. I don't want that he has to continuously be, like he was on Bloodsport, right? Like doing the death, blah blah. It's not needed, right?
it's not needed, but he does want to do that stuff, and you can't fault him for it. So I think that's I think the cool thing is, though, nowadays you get to see people in WWE get to do those side things. Like, you get to see Natty go in and do other things and kind of show that, hey, I can go out and be a different personality as well. And I think that in a way then opens the eyes of the people in WWE and just realizes, hey, yeah, we do have somebody here that's a little different. Maybe we should rethink how we use them. Hi, Celeste.
Yeah. Parrish says hi.
Hello.
But no, I absolutely love that as well. I love that we're able to see all of those different things from these performers, but also I'm seeing the different side of them there. I don't need to see that in the WWE. I want to be able to see them professionally wrestle and just do a straight matchup, because I know Karrion Cross can be a killer in any other type of matchup that he wants.
And I think it's going to be just a patient wait, but we're going to get it. I mean, there's reasons why Karrion Cross came back. His name was Triple H. There's reasons why Karrion Cross was so beloved in NXT. That name was Triple H. Mm-hmm. So anybody who thinks Karrion Cross is going to go elsewhere because his contract is quote unquote coming up, like they know when and everything, just take into account the reason why Karrion Cross keeps coming back. the guy in charge, Triple H. And Triple H has already gone on record saying how much he loves Karrion Kross. You just have to be patient because they want to make sure that the right things there and they have the right time doing it. But we're going to see it.
Oh, yeah.
And we will see him and Sami Zayn in the future. And if there's one thing we know about how Sami Zayn's used, they don't use Sami Zayn as a joke. And I don't think they're going to use Karrion Kross as one anymore going further. So be prepared to get what you want and don't bitch about it on Twitter.
Oh, but we're going to anyway because, keyboard warriors, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, they're in Columbus, Ohio.
They are.
Yep.
Place that I've been a few times.
Yes.
OMB's been a few times.
Yes, a place we are very familiar with.
Yep.
Did you take a locker room visit there too?
Oh, he had several locker room visits there.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
And if you're ever in Columbus, make your way downtown and go check out Mikey's Late Night Slice. Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's my Columbus plug.
But does he have like a place to eat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he will feed you well.
Okay.
Oh,
Big Bayley to belly.
that was huge.
Can we say that was a Bayley to Becky?
Yeah, we could. It was a fun looking Bayley to Becky. Boom. Wow.
And I'm going to say this. These are, in my eyes, the two best overall performers from the Four Horsewomen. And that's not a shot at the other two.
Right.
I just really love how much these two have completely changed who they are, how much they've evolved over time, and what they do for the development and the future of the women's division.
Yes.
And if it wasn't for Becky Lynch, I don't think women would be able to main event WrestleMania. Yes, I'll be the first one to say Ronda Rousey's name value does hold a really big place with that as well.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
But her popularity really helped push that. And you cannot say that one of the more you deserve a type stories was watching Bayley win the Royal Rumble and going on to beat EO at WrestleMania for that women's championship.
I see that Bobby says he has never been to Columbus, Ohio. If you get the chance, Bobby, it's well worth the trip. It's a beautiful area.
Neither have I. I always wanted to go there in Cleveland, especially go to the NFL Hall of Fame. That'd be really fun. I always wanted to go to, then it was an Indians game. Now it would be a Guardians game, but
yes.
But
I grabbed my phone for something and I can't remember for what now. I'm old.
To go to turnbucklestudios.org.
Hey.
Yes. Or carlcarafel.redbubble.com.
Yeah.
Or we'll just stay with those two so we don't get in trouble. Okay.
Later tonight, turnbucklestudios.org will be updated with the latest 2 episodes from today, the locker room visit and the Raw Patrol. So if you missed either or, you can just go to the website, click on the area for the show, and it'll take you right to the latest episode. Oh, and the latest move from Becky here is making her way to the bottom rope to break that hold. Smart on her part.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to ask a question here as we're watching probably a match where if you're not a woman in WWE, you're not studying what these two are doing right now and taking some notes. But I think this is going to pose a question. If we're going with
What? Sorry,
Yeah.
dude, that was
Bailey
huge.
Bottom. What up?
Wow.
Can you
Bailey Bottom. I
smell what
like
the
that.
role model is cooking?
I like the Bailey Bottom. I like that.
Yeah.
That's yeah. What's your question? Because I might have an answer.
I mean, I guess no. I'm saying it, but I'm thinking no, because Rhea hasn't won a. Who is gonna be the first women's Grand Slam champion in the sense of the titles, the mid card, and tag?
Interesting question.
Well, has Becky won the tag titles before?
Yes.
Yes, but she has not. Now, in the iteration of the two major championships women can win
Oh,
now,
look who's out here.
she hasn't won both. Right?
Yeah.
Either one of these two would be amazing for that. But two other names that I'm going to throw out into the mix here. And yes, okay, people are going to be like, you just shut your mouth. Yes, I am going to say Alexa Bliss or Liv Morgan.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm going to go off the board a little bit. And I'm going to say Natalya.
You do know she has to win almost all of them, right?
She has to win
Before
the
any
tag
other
titles.
woman.
Yeah, she has a tag title. She has not won a mid card of what we have in the game today, nor has she been one of the major champions that we have today. I'm not counting the Raw and SmackDown. I'm talking about the ones that we have in the game today.
Okay.
That may change your answer, and I apologize for not being that specific, but it is 4 of the titles, at least one of each category, tag, mid card, and the world, but then obviously a second one.
Yeah,
And
this is what
there
we've
we
seen
go. This
happening.
match is finished in a disqualification.
Yeah, and it makes a lot of sense because Lyra has her rematch there, and now she has cost Bayley an opportunity, so that brings Bayley into the fold.
Yeah, and this is where it's going to lead to a triple threat, probably at Evolution.
And
You could even do it at Night of Champions now that Dom's match is out of the question.
I say keep it at Evolution and make it a ladder match.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
A triple threat women's ladder match for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Yes.
You can even
Please.
do TLC. Like, why not? Like, just go
Right.
big or go home, right? Like,
You
one of the
could.
two. Like, either one would work. I just don't see them doing a tables match or a chair, like anything with chairs. So you might as well just
Right.
go big or go home. But
No, I think a ladder match is perfect.
But the one thing we do see nowadays in WWE, if they are going to do something simple like just a ladder match, they keep it real. They keep it legit.
Yes.
Um,
Mr. Batito is saying the Stephanie Backer.
the Cure? Not whatever Nikki Bella said, but
Or whatever she said.
you know what, though? Like, she got a lot of flack for that. And this is the one time I'm actually going to just step up and back Nikki Bella here because they both come from similar backgrounds. And she tried to kind of make it her own, and she tried to be respectful of that background. She just happened to be incorrect, but you got to give her at least the benefit of the doubt of, well, at least she tried to make her sound bigger than anything. And
Right.
it's not like she was trying to really make it sound bad by any means.
Yeah. She wasn't throwing shade or disrespect onto the name.
Right.
It was just a mispronunciation.
Sometimes you got to take a chance, and sometimes the chances don't play out.
Right.
Ooh. This is random, but I love it.
Oh.
It still hurts to watch.
Right?
And the worst thing is he didn't get a concussion out of that.
No, and he thought he just knocked the wind out of himself, right? So it's like,
Man, maybe having a huge head does help.
my God.
I take that.
He's got the bobblehead. It just
Hey,
comes
I
right
have
back.
JD McDonough's theme on my Spotify playlist, so I'm a fan.
Oh, I respect the hell out of that guy.
So
He's the most underrated. Yeah, look at Carl. I'm gonna beat you up for that.
So I think this kind of begs the question.
You don't have a Rosie. I have a Rosie.
Okay, let's have a fun one with here.
Okay.
What happens first? Chad Gable wins a singles title. JD McDonough wins a singles title on the main roster, because I'm not counting the cruiserweight title. Sami Zayn wins the world heavyweight title.
Whoa.
Or
What the heck just happened?
probably like a mix
Bruh.
up.
Is that dude Love?
I don't know.
Oh, no,
Uh,
LA Knight. Sorry, I keep cutting out because he keeps putting that stuff up.
Or
Squirrel. Or
LA Knight wins a world title. Because that's actually where I was going next.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
say LA Knight
I
wins the
know
world
we're
title.
we're
Oh, speaking of
Yeah.
devil, we got Chad Gable.
Sammy. I say Sammy.
Yeah. Holy brother. That's cool. When we're done this show, I have something special to show y'all.
Oh, nice.
Oh, look who it is. Well, Penta told him to stop. Yeah, well, there goes your arm. Gable's out now. Oh, look who's in the background.
There was a hurricane and it blew in a Kaiser.
All right.
Holy Ludwig.
Yeah. But for me, I spent a lot of money on toys. I want a Penta. I want a Penta Pop.
Penta Pop, eh? I could probably find that for you.
I want a Penta Funko Pop.
I'm okay with the Funko Pop that's in our house.
Watch this.
Oh, yes, I know which one that is.
Yeah. The Connor McDavid. That's the one I own. Yeah.
Here we go. Give me a couple minutes, Carl. I got my person looking into it. I got people.
Well, but they haven't even made one yet.
Yeah,
That you know of.
believe me, Carl knows everything about Funko Pop.
Just there might be. You don't know.
Is there closed captionings available on this? Oh, it subtitles as English. Let's see.
She just called out Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, she called out mommy.
You deserve mamota. I guess is come on, is what it means. Yeah, it translated it for me. I've never used that closed captioning.
I use it when I'm watching Sons of not Sons of Anarchy, the Mayans, because a lot of it's in Spanish.
Right.
It translates into English for me.
Nice.
No, this isn't going to go far.
So
I mean,
have they
Rhea-
given any information as to what is happening with those titles as of yet?
No.
Not yet.
Okay.
No.
Making sure I didn't miss that.
Whoa.
Yo,
I
mommy's
mean, with
mad.
as big as Rhea is, she looks tiny compared to Raquel.
Well, the heel doesn't help that factor neither. We have some. Oh, dude, I see my toy down there. There's 3 of them.
No, they're bringing out a table.
No. I'm talking the kendo sticks.
I still need to find kendos too.
I was going to say, now, Bubba, is this what you were talking about wanting to see out of Raquel earlier tonight?
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, jeez. I can kind of see it. Screenshot and send to me.
Oh, my neck.
What do we think about the branding on the table as well? Needed or not?
I don't care. It
Yeah,
doesn't
okay.
affect me.
Yeah, I don't even care.
It's such a small thing that it doesn't.
I mean,
really-
if that's the way you're getting that product out there is by putting it on a table, I don't care.
I mean, to me,
Thank you, Bobby.
To me, even the advertising is like on the ring. To me, it just feels like the advertising is on the boards at a hockey game now.
Yeah,
It doesn't bother me.
It was weird at first. It was weird at first, but I don't even care anymore.
And it was only weird because that's what we weren't used to. I can't
That's
even
what I
smoke
mean,
today. Yeah.
Yeah, because we weren't used to it. Look at this though. Oh, is that her ploy to get that title?
I mean, keep the titles right there. Right there. There is your tag team now.
Yeah.
Because the Judgment Day won those tag team championships.
Right. Freebird rule.
Right? I agree. Freebird rule for sure.
And then here's the kicker. You have them retain those titles till Liv comes back and have Roxanne Perez just, oh, you're back? Okay. Well, and it's my title. I defended it more than you. Have a little, a little internal dispute. If you can beat me, I'll give you back your title kind of thing. You know what I mean?
What do we think of that Stanley Cup championship belt?
Oh, it's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah,
that was horrible.
And I'm not even saying this as being an Oilers fan and knowing that they lost because, well, let's face it, Florida deserved. I'm the least mad about it. I'm more disappointed that the Oilers didn't play better to win it.
Right.
But I don't hate the fact that Florida won it. They deserved it. And I'm one of the few guys that wanted, if the Oilers made it, I wanted Florida. And yes, I'm okay with it.
That belt was garbage.
It's a ugly title.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
It just looks like they took the 24/7 title and slapped a Stanley Cup on it.
Well, I mean, the Stanley Cup makes it look better than the 24/7 title because let's face it, the Stanley Cup is by far the most beautiful looking trophy ever made.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's Oscar.
Spoiler alert for me.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you run in. Take it from me. So if there's one thing we can take out of that promo is damage control is no more.
Yeah.
There's still the respect between each other, though, which is good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In a match, Io versus Asuka, that would be a money match for sure.
Oh yeah.
But do we have to have Asuka winning to get it? I don't think so.
No.
But I still think we will see Jade Cargill go to SummerSlam to wrestle for the championship. And that is where we see Naomi cash in.
And that's exactly what I've been trying to tell Wendy all night.
Like almost word for word. Beth said the same thing in the
Yep.
review show, the locker room breakdown there. And I agree with them. That would be epic to have Jade.
Oh, next Monday, special start time, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I think we got to figure out what are we doing. Are we going to do it at the same time that we normally do it, or are we going to go earlier?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That person.
I mean, we could keep it still 8 p.m. for us. Now, everybody would have seen it already, and the show would, kind of still have probably half an hour left in it. But
Yeah, because I was gonna say when we go at 8 p.m., they'll be playing the main event. So
yeah.
Yes, but you can choose to watch from the start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, if everyone else is in agreement, I think we will still go live at 8 p.m.
Yeah, consistency.
And I think I will be with you as well.
Fact of the night. This will be the 15th time John Cena and CM Punk will go one-on-one in their careers. 6-6 record with 1 draw and 1 finish. So this match really will determine who is better between the two.
Yep. Oh, so I will not be with us next Monday, but I will be on Tuesday.
Okay.
all right.
Woohoo!
And then the week after, the inmates are running the asylum.
Woohoo!
I'm looking at the schedule.
Yeah. Already tomorrow, OMD, the Showstopper segment, we're just going to give out our Night of Champions predictions, just so you know.
Okay.
Spoiler alert to everybody else.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
thanks.
Hey.
Bam.
Just trying to hype the show so everybody can tune in tomorrow.
Of course.
As he now lets people know. But OMD, make sure you jot it down.
I will be here tomorrow.
I was out in the area that I'm in right now with my CM Punk shirt on. I had like 5 people going, man, awesome shirt. Can't wait for this next matchup he's got coming and blah, blah, blah. And so wrestling is still popular.
Oh, hell yeah.
I mean, it was only 5 people out of probably, 900 that I saw today, but still.
But it's that 5 people that just make the day that much better.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
You
it's
get to
like
eat well with them.
it's like the one time I went shopping at Value Village. I wore my Chris Jericho shirt, one of them. I think it was my bubbly shirt actually. And the one guy who was working there at the cash stand saw me going up, and he marked out big time because I was wearing that shirt. So I'm like, I'm going to your tail then.
Dude, you should see the people when I'm wearing this shirt out in public. It's nuts.
Your collar and elbow Wolfpack?
Yep.
Wolfpack?
Yeah, buddy.
It's actually
That's
a pretty
cool.
nice looking one.
That's in a protective case too, eh?
Oh, yes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I thought so.
All of my pops are in cases.
Really? Mine are in the audience.
Not right
when
now.
I'm at the shows, baby. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
All my precious cargo goes into a case.
If that got under your skin, just know that I'm over.
Love that yin and yang that they had going on there.
Mm-hmm.
WWE superstar Natty Neidhart, or Natalia, is going against
Promise Braxton,
okay.
who wrestles at Booker T's company Reality of Wrestling. That is happening on June 28th.
Nice.
Yes.
Carl, did you happen to catch the John Cena promo on Friday at all?
I have not been able to yet. I'm trying to get to a point where I can like have my setup and everything good so that I can listen to it without any interruption, because I've been told it was epic.
I believe I told you that when I saw you on Saturday.
Yes.
Aaron, I'm just going to let you know, I was looking to see where your YouTube account was. Just let me know what your logo looks like, because anybody who follows the Saints is a friend to me. So I'm going to follow you. We got to protect each other. All right.
Well, it looks like he's using YouTube right now, and the
Yes.
logo's like an A.
I know, but I just want to know the user like name.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
that it
gotcha.
goes under.
Where's the link? It's going to be youtube.com/@white.
It's a lot easier if he lets me know, because I don't have to work as much.
Oh,
I
of
can
course.
enjoy talking to you, watching Raw, drinking beer. It's great.
And A-Town, good to have you here. Thank you so
Oh, yeah.
much. I don't believe that I have seen you in here before, but I really do appreciate it. My name is Carl Carafel, as you can see right there on the screen. The owner of Turnbuckle Studios and, founding member of the Raw Patrol and Turnbuckle Talk. And I have a great group of guys that you see right here that are all doing their own stuff as well. And if they haven't told you, make sure that you go and check out turnbucklestudios.org. They'll give you info on us, as well as where you can go and check out each one of the shows.
So we know Zayn and Cross, United Champions. That is their match.
Okay.
There we go. That is the match that's going to replace Dom
Yep.
and AJ Styles, as Dominic Mysterio is not able to compete now.
And they are still going to Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Triple H
Yeah, they
did
are.
post out a kind of a statement today. So,
Yep.
let the internet have a lot of fun with that one.
Right.
I said it on Sunday. I'm just going to go about it like it's just any other event. It's happening. That is what we do. We report what we do. We watch what, give our thoughts. So that's what we do.
Yep. I am going to say
Don't-
I am a spiritual person. And if you have a deity or whatever that you believe in, just say a little something for all of them that are going over with all of the issues that are happening within the world right now.
Right.
That's all that I ask, is that we remember them in whatever capacity we can, especially when you got main event guys like Oos coming out here right now.
Yeah,
Yeeting
check
his
out
way
those
to the ring,
colors.
right?
I mean, come on, right?
Again,
Aaron, come on. Let me know. Those are some nice colors.
Seems like there's quite a number of guys repping the Saints tonight.
I mean, why not? DB9 is just the best of all time.
Looks so good together. All of that, like yeah, the glitz to all of it.
Hey,
that looks sick.
There's a reason why all the championships back in the day always look good with the black strap and the gold plates, because black and gold is where it is, baby.
Oh, it's mine's in the car. I was gonna reach for my
title, right? Title.
Yep.
You're gonna say
Yep.
title. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. You're not in your house. Make sure you say title.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I gotcha.
I had to bring it with me. There were some people here that haven't seen it up close, and they wanted to see it. So,
Still talking about the title?
yes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, we do get a little bit offbeat on the shenanigans on here.
sometimes.
Aaron. So if you like to have fun and not always be mature, this is the place to be.
Right?
You know the cops from like Superbad? That's kind of how we rob patrol around here.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. We just don't shoot stop signs because we can't carry firearms in Canada because we all are Canadian, by the way.
Yes.
Well, we can. We just have to have a license for it.
That's expensive for that license, though.
Yeah, we
It
can.
is.
We just have to be a part of the police.
Winner picks up the beer tab. Nice.
Who's winning this match, gentlemen?
Cody Rhodes. But
Yeah.
I really want Jey Uso. Now I'm more wanting Jey Uso than I do want Cody.
I just want Orton to win the whole thing.
That would be great. Yeah.
Well, I did ask Orton not to pull an Oilers on Friday and go to the finals 2 straight years and lose. So
Good.
yeah. I was the first one to make the joke, so you guys can't do it now. That's how it works.
Oh my goodness.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Bad pay-per-view name, but great main event.
Right?
I thought it was a good show overall, to be honest.
It just seems those glasses are like normal glasses, and they're just like
White out.
painting. Yeah, like finger
Yeah.
painting or white out
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Jay has said in the past it is a pain in the ass to see through those glasses.
Well, yeah, that's what he gets for
Oh, yeah.
going full John Cena on the merch.
Right?
I mean, he's probably making an absolute Ron Killings on it, but it's
Oh
just
my
a little
goodness.
Yeah.
God, somebody's on the ball tonight.
The great balls of fire. Am I the only one that wants to see him or Cody Rhodes do a pure like suit version of gear? So it just looks like he's wearing like one of those like long overcoats and he zips it up and that's his vest, and then it just looks like he has like like it would be interesting and different
Yeah.
because he has amazing suits.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Like his suit game is the best in wrestling, I'm gonna say.
100%.
Oh, there you go. Sign the belt for the kid.
And I'm going to say
Love
Cody Rhodes definitely gives Barney Stinson a run for the money as far as suits go.
Nobody's Barney Stinson level. Does he have a suit in McLaren's bathroom? I didn't think so. Barney Stinson wins. You know why? Because that's legend. Wait for it. Are you lactose intolerant? Dairy.
Yes, I am.
Oh. Well, then you said you wore the shirt of the bubbly, so drink it in, man. Bringing it all together. That is how it's done, people.
You are the master. We are just the little Padawans.
I am the master. You guys are my debaters.
No, we're
The
not.
water, please.
Yoda.
Yoda man. Wrestling is great. I mean, I feel if you're going to make that sign, you need Tony the Tiger on it.
Yeah.
They could have, right?
Well, this is the first time these guys have gone one-on-one. And they are, correct me if I'm wrong, former tag team champions.
Yep.
Yeah, but it doesn't sound right that this is the first time they've gone one-on-one.
That's
Why? Why is that?
Well, taking account, every time that Cody Rhodes was there earlier, he was a singles guy for the most part, and Jey Uso was in a tag team.
Yeah, he was with his brother.
I don't know. It just feels like they might have had a one-on-one during the whole feud with Roman.
Nope. Apparently not. I love this sign of respect. Okay, get that out of the way. Let's go.
It's very interesting that Bubba is actually ahead of me.
I've reset my modem and everything. So.
Yeah, but Carl, you're not at your normal house, so it's okay.
True.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just blame it on the
house.
the new place, yeah.
And the technical issues you had. So
yeah. I'm not at the wrestle house, so
yep.
We're not at Carl Corner, so it's okay.
Carl Corner.
You're not at the turnbuckle pad.
Well, I mean, he's not at his turnbuckle studio. He's not at Word. There's original. Oh, that's a deep cut that we won't expand on.
No.
That is a beautiful gear for Cody, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prestige.
That looks like old school, like blue suede. And that like felt like,
and the way that gold is all like I don't know what you would call it, but it's giving me like Gorgeous George kind of vibes. Like I'm talking like old school 1950s Gorgeous George, not the one that Macho Man dated in the late 90s.
Yeah. Cole just says raucous crowd here in Columbus, Ohio tonight. And honestly, I was just more thinking, wow, I can't believe how reserved this crowd is right now.
Well, have you ever been to a Blue Jackets game? But where I was going to go, though, the one thing the Blue Jackets have in their logo is a throwback to their history, and that is, the Gunsman, the old school.
Mhm.
And that's what you get as a feel out of Cody Rhodes' gear,
Mhm.
right? Because it's a throwback to the old school of how America was, the presidential, like that really old theme.
Yeah.
Whether it's that design, and yes, you have like a bird, like his tattoo kind of there, like that bird there, but at the same time, it's done in such a way that really makes you feel it's from the past and just shows you that in essence he is a throwback. And in Columbus, they are a town that resembles throwback.
Mhm.
And history is very, very much a sacred thing in Columbus, Ohio.
Oh yeah, very deep rooted.
Yes.
They even have the cat.
I mean, they sometimes call Ohio the heart of America.
The slower pace to this matchup right now feels beautiful.
It does.
Like because they're going. This is the semifinal for the King of the Ring. You need to make sure that it's kind of slowed down and that again, going back to the history of things, especially with the King of the Ring tournament and the regality of everything. This just feels like a beautiful, classic professional wrestling match.
And when you were saying classic, that's why it always kind of looks a little weird. Like you have a Saturday night's main event. You always think classic with Saturday night's main event. Would the King and Queen of the Ring final be better suited for Saturday night's main event than a Night of Champions, where you could then use Night of Champions to help do more with title matches and showcase your championships? And then with Saturday night's main event, you can showcase the King and Queen of the Ring finals and be more traditional.
Yes and no. Here's my thinking. And I've said this for a very long time. Beautiful figure four happening right now inside that ring, first off. I believe Night of Champions should be designated just for champions. But I also believe that the King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring tournament needs to be its own one-night spectacle.
Yes, but I'm also going to be the person that says it's because that's how we grew up watching it. There's going to be a lot of new fans nowadays that have grown up without it being a single night tournament. So this is what they know.
Right.
So we are living in a this and that type of opinion when it comes to what we have in terms of what we see. I am with you. I love the fact that when you have it in one night, the winner really feels like they're a true winner.
Yes.
Because of the war they went, you get to feel the battle. And even if you don't like them, you get a little bit of respect for that performer because of what they did to get there.
Yes.
The hard work they put into it.
Yep.
And
holy.
The thing I do think that is good with the format they have is that it's a great selling point to make the shows that they do have them on a better attraction.
Right.
So especially with the triple threat quarterfinals. I love that spin because every single one of those triple threat matches were good. And it's a great way to identify maybe new people in those matches that now you're just like, oh, well, maybe we should do more with said person.
Oh, yes.
Oh, that is awesome.
A-Town is telling us that he's glad that they took the world title off of Jey Uso. A-Town feels that Us couldn't do any good interviews outside of the company. Everything is Us this and Us that. And doesn't believe they would make for great TV.
I can see how people got sick and tired of it. Mm-hmm. However, I will also say he is a money draw for the company.
Mm-hmm.
He is very popular. There were over 70,000 people eating when he won that Royal Rumble.
Yep.
And Jey Uso winning the Royal Rumble signified, I think, the Royal Rumble is now back to anybody can win it.
Yeah.
Right.
And I
like
think
Cody Rhodes
what
just
Jey
did.
Uso...
Yeah.
Well, Cody Rhodes won it the 2 years prior.
Right, but he just won it
But now-
tonight. He just threw Us over the top rope.
Yeah, but this isn't a Rumble.
Oh, my bad.
No. And what Jey Uso did was a historic thing in itself because he was the last person to ever eliminate John Cena from a Royal Rumble match.
Right?
Yes.
But you can't fault the company for going after what he's doing. He is a great ambassador to kids. He's a great ambassador to fans. It's fun. I've been to live events. People like to do the yeet thing.
Mm-hmm.
Drunk people love it just as much as sober people. So I remember when I went to a SmackDown, Jey Uso wasn't even on the show. And I got
was eating.
like a 70-year-old lady who was working security to eat at random people, and it was the funniest thing in the world.
Nice.
Uh-oh. Oh, superplex.
Yeah. When it comes to the title coming off of Jey Uso, I am okay with it as well. I definitely am. And to those reasons, superplex looked beautiful. To that end, right? Like
Really bad.
You're way behind.
Yeah, I am. I'm just going to commercial
That's okay.
now.
That's okay. Keep on the point before you forget.
But I won't forget. It's all up here. I might forget. I've had too many concussions.
Mm-hmm.
So as I was talking,
Too many Canadian clubs.
taking the championship off of Jey Uso, I thought was an amazing strategic thing for them to do right now with the hype that there is around Jey Uso, with how much he is over with the people. You don't want to get into a Roman Reigns type of a situation where now people are like, oh, he's champion. I'm sick and tired of all of this. I'm done. I don't care anymore. This is still going to keep that relevancy on Jey Uso as he goes back for that championship at one point or another in his career, and people are still going to continue to yeet, and they're still going to continue to love him no matter what, whether he has the championship or not. And I think it was a very good thing for them to do.
Yeah. And to answer your point, because Aaron, you do make a great point. People were doing they were doing the Fandango stuff, but the difference between Jey Uso, Daniel Bryan, and Fandango is that Jey Uso was, and it still is in this company, a top ticket sale revenue guy for the company. He's a top merchandise sale guy for the company. When you look at the top merchandise sale, he is doing better think guys like Cody Rhodes at times, John Cena at times, and guys like Steve Austin who still have his shirts going. He is one of the top merchandise guys, and that's always a big thing because when you really look back, that's why John Cena was always the face of the company for a while, is because of how much he made the company money. Jey Uso is doing similar type stuff with the company where he is competing with some of the big names like Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Like, he is on par with that, and that is something only a select few of people were doing. Fandango never did that, and Daniel Bryan did, but not for the length of time Jey Uso's already done it. It's actually quite surprising what Jey Uso does financially for WWE now. And if you don't believe me, go back, and I don't remember who did it, but Paul Heyman broke it down perfectly about why Jey Uso is where he is from a business standpoint. Because if there's one person that understands that aspect better than us, Paul Heyman is a clear example of that. Now, I understand that he is you either like him or you don't like him. I really don't think there's a lot of people that are just like about it, because he does get pushed down your throat. And as wrestling fans, we're repelled that.
Yeah. And to be fair, and when it comes to Fandango's being over, I think the theme song was more over than Fandango was himself.
Yeah, but I can also tell you this. Kurt Angle's theme song was being used well before Kurt Angle, but it was Kurt Angle that made that theme song. Nobody chanted "You suck" to the Patriot.
No.
So,
granted, the Patriot was only in the WWE for what, like 6 weeks, give or take?
Patriot had the charisma level as Vanilla Ice Cream, so
yeah.
But my point is, sometimes the character does do it justice, and I do think the performer did. I think the one big thing at that time with guys like Fandango, and as an example, is the kind of the push pull mentality from the company of, are we going to use them, are we not? Just like Bubba is like, is he there or is he not? We don't know. But you can see the chat perfectly now.
Right? I do enjoy that feature that I can have myself have the screen full here, and almost a full count of 3 happened right there.
Well, the reason I say that Fandango's theme was more over than Fandango is because I know of people who knew the theme song but didn't know it belonged to a wrestler. They knew it to dance. Yeah.
I use Fandango's theme as an alarm. And I actually use Daniel Bryan's too. Right now it's just Danger Zone because, come on, Kenny Loggins, man.
Right. Yeah.
It's the best. And then I used the Shield once, but my wife thought people were intruding in the house, so I stopped.
And no matter what amount of time the Patriot had in the WWE, the card that I was on with the Patriot, where I actually got to work with him, still said WWF Superstar. So I don't care if it was only 6 weeks, he was still a superstar.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I remember when the Patriot came to the WWF, and I was excited for him because I did like his tag team that he had with Marcus Bagwell in WCW. I liked what they were doing together.
You know what would have been like an actual good makeshift tag team? Because we all like the Allied Powers. That was like a great little put together team. But what ends if Lex Luger just ditched Davey Boy and teamed with the Patriot and did Allied Powers America style?
I would have been all for that, honestly.
Ooh.
I mean, the one thing I'm really liking about this match is they're telling the story that they know each other's moves and they know how to get out of them.
Well, yeah, we did say it earlier that they were former tag team champions. They have done so much together, whether it's fight in war games, fight together, fight that fight. Like, they've even wrestled against each other multiple times in multi-man matches. That's why I think this match is so much fun, because it pits you against kind of your thoughts. Do I like Cody? Do I like Jey? Do I want to see Jey win? Do I want to see Cody win? But the nice thing, though, from a technical standpoint is, like you said, they know the moves. They know where each other is going to be at all times. So how do they win? How do they get that 1, 2, 3? Or how do they get that person to say, I quit or tap out? It's that almost Bret Hart, Roddy Piper type esque.
And from a personal standpoint, wrestling these matches were always fun for me, because it forced me as the wrestler to rethink what my moveset was.
What kind of cutter was that?
Right?
It looked more like a DDP type cutter, to be quite honest.
It did. At the top rope band cutter?
Man, what a finish to a great match.
Wow.
Glad I made it back to that.
Yeah.
And what a beautiful moment that is being shared between Cody and Jey Uso.
Yep.
Kind of after. And it's one that professionally is a lot different than what we'll see normally as just fans. But Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton for the finals of the 2025 King of the Ring. And that is now the next and last match added to Night of Champions.
Wow.
Jeez.
The ripple effect on Cody's face during that check.
Well,
And not only did Cody Rhodes win, but he won on his wife's birthday.
Yes.
He did.
Yeah.
and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Brandy.
Turned 42. Don't tell her that, because she doesn't look like she knows she's 42.
She still looks like she's about 28.
Yeah.
What's going on, Dave?
Yeah. David. Wow.
How you doing, man?
Wow. With us.
With all these people on YouTube, let's not forget to like the channel. Let's not to hit the notification bell button, because Turnbuckle Studios is on all week long.
Oh, weak.
I felt like I'm doing Jerry Seinfeld right now.
Yup.
You are.
What is with airplane
In this
food?
moment, we're having
Yeah.
a-
Who is the guy in the back?
There you go. That's
Why?
awesome.
Oh, wow.
But let's throw the obvious out there. This is back-to-back Monday Night Raws now, where Jey Uso has taken a big loss, an important loss. He has lost,
Mhm.
or not 2 weeks in a row, sorry, but in a few weeks. But he has lost the World Heavyweight title and a chance to compete in the King of the Ring final within the same month.
Yep.
But again, this doesn't mean that Jey Uso won't be getting a championship match in the future. He's just got to find another path to get to that championship match.
Oh, he will. He will.
No, but where I'm asking is, where does Jey Uso now go? What does he do now? Because you have to think he is going to act out of desperation now to get back to where he needs to be. Yes, he can claim that he has a rematch, and he could say, I have next in the Gunther Goldberg match. However, he is now someone who has lost 2 out of his last 3 matches. So with Jey Uso, how does he pick himself back up and get back on those winning / championship ways?
I don't know. I think it typically, historically, going through different storylines that we've seen before, it's going to become a not necessarily a pity party, but a desperation type of thing, depression type of thing. A-Town, I think as well, that is where it's going to go. Aaron is saying, I think they will reform the Usos tag team. And I think that's going to happen, where we're going to see Jey Uso kind of into that depression of, man, I've just lost all of it. I have nothing left. And then you have Jimmy come out and go, Us, you got me.
Right. You're muted, Parrish.
I know that. If we're going to go straight into that depression mode, I do think Jey Uso needs to have an Intercontinental match and lose to Dom Mysterio.
Right. And I'm not saying that it's going to happen immediately. I'm not saying like this is the straw where that's going to happen, but I do believe that it will. Historically, that's what we see each and every time, and I think that's what's going to happen at some point.
Now, I'm going to ask you this.
Okay, I'm going to answer this.
And this is open to everyone.
Oh, okay.
Let's not take first time ever. Let's not take we've seen it before into the equation. But what would you be more wanting to see now? A reformation Usos going up against the New Day for the tag titles in this generation, because we're in a world where we're seeing things potentially for the last time ever. And when we know the history of these two teams, they put on classic matches.
Mm-hmm.
Or do we want to see Usos versus teams like the Machine Guns, the Lucha Brothers, perhaps DIY, perhaps even Street Profit? If we're going that Uso road, there is now a plethora of new opponents for them. And this also could be the team of Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker.
I like the idea of different teams. Usos reforming as a tag team. I don't think we need to have Usos and New Day.
Even Usos and DIY and obviously in Traxium.
Right? We've got all these other tag teams that are available for this right now. Would it be cool to see one last time? Sure, of course it would be, because it's magic every time that they're in the ring together. But let's see what kind of magic the Usos can make with these teams. And let's see what kind of magic the New Day can make with these teams. Why don't we have bookended guys who are veterans in the business who can now work with all of these other teams to collectively make each one of them almost as good as they are. Rant over. Next.
OMD, you've been way too silent.
I have. I was going to suggest this, and I think because we saw Jey have such a, shortened Intercontinental title run, and I know a lot of people are upset about, his world title run, although he's defended the belt more in the 50 days that he was champion than other champions have. But what about the idea of him potentially going and doing NXT to get one of those titles for a solid singles run, or being the first main roster superstar to go to TNA and win the title?
That about sums it up right there.
I think Jey Uso and Joe Hendry could be fun to watch on TNA.
Mm.
Yep.
Say his name and he will eat. We are your new duo.
Yeah.
But they would have to tag team that as well, where one's hands are like this, the other ones are like this, and then yeah.
I don't understand why the Usos don't do that already, man.
Right? Makes no sense to me, but
Well, because like, when you think about it, too, at one point, Joe Hendry does bring his arms up so he can do that, and then Jey Uso could be like, yeet.
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Creed Brothers as well.
Creed Brothers, yeah.
War Raiders.
I think
Yeah,
it's
I think
a
I'd be
unanimous decision then that them against others. Unless
But if
anybody else thinks
If I was to tell you, though, it's New Day versus Usos one last time. One last time. We're looking at like John Cena and CM Punk one last time. We had John Cena and all these people one last time. We're intrigued because it's one last time. If
we also were told once in a lifetime,
Yeah.
right?
But
And then it
it's a
happened to
new
be
era.
twice in a lifetime.
It's a new era.
Yeah, we're under new ownership, Carl. Just in case you haven't watched wrestling in the last 3 years.
Yeah. It's
No,
a Katie
I
Vick era.
understand that. I understand
No
that.
one.
Katie Vick era was beautiful. But everything all just seems to come full circle. You know what I mean? Like it just, I don't know. I really feel as though while we do have different owners and while there is a different WWE as we know it right now, it's I mean, General Hospital, Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, they all rehash the exact same story over and over and over again, just with different people. And that's just continuously what we see with professional wrestling too. It's just made for men, essentially.
Right.
It's a soap opera for men, which is what it is.
Yeah.
So I would it be one last time, or is it going to be one last time and then this is the last time? Are we going to have a kiss tour where they're going to come out of retirement 16 times to do their final tour?
What about
I
Jey
mean-
Uso and Sami Zayn reuniting too?
We've seen that several times. Just within the last
Right
year.
to my point.
No, but I'm making it one last time. Yeah, no, I'm saying like if it's one last time and you know going in that is going to be the last time, you're not going to get it again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, does that make it more of a heightened? I have to watch this.
If it is a definitive last time,
Yeah.
there is never say never. But if it is a definitive last time,
Yeah, like
then
if we
yes,
know Kofi and
that makes
Xavier
me
are going to
intrigued.
retire or that the Usos are going to retire, then yeah, that's
just like
fine
Ric Flair
there,
retired, then
Yeah.
yes, for me that brings that intrigue, the want to see that, of course.
Yeah, and see, that's why Ric Flair's last match with Shawn Michaels was the best match was memorable for me.
Right. I don't know. That's just me. Anybody else? Yeah. Anybody else want to rebut?
Yeah. Do we ever? The one thing we should do, though,
Yeah.
and Carl,
Mhm.
if you can,
I can.
we should play the weekly calendar for everyone who is not aware that turnbucklestudios.org is the place to be, and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program is just that. It's Mr. TAP. So if you want to see what they are bringing to you from a weekly basis, we'll check this VID out right now.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we got total non-stop action with Brace for Impact at 8 p.m. Friday we game again with Unleashed, the Jessica Wilde story at 7 p.m. Following the game, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
And if you need to see that again, the easiest option for you is just to go to turnbucklestudios.org. It is available right there where you can watch it once again. And even surrounding that little video clip is each and every one of the shows. And if you want to see the latest from any of the crew that we have got here, just make sure you click on the show that you want to see, and it'll take you to the latest episode that is out there and available on the platform that each one wants it to be on. Remember, that's turnbucklestudios.org. Turnbucklestudios.org. Again, that is turnbucklestudios.org.
Why? Because we gotta, mister. Gotta throw some cable guy in there.
Of course we do. Of course. And I don't see the comments coming back up here on screen right now. I don't know if I have got something incorrect here, but
yeah, you just go back. You just go back in the comments. It's at the top.
Oh, show on stage. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Just make sure, everyone, that you are being like A-Town. Aaron A-Town Jackson, sorry. I was hovering over it so I couldn't see it properly, but I wanted to click this saying I will be turning in. We really appreciate that. We've got so many different shows that are available on here, and be like Bobby. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share it out with your friends, those that you feel may enjoy what we are putting out there for everyone. That's the easiest way to be able to do it. It's the easiest way for all of you to be able to continue to see what we do and just kind of keep us going. Every little bit that you do helps, and it's all free for you to do as well.
And obviously with a lot of us right now, you can see our link trees below us. The only one that doesn't have that is Bubba Duke. And well, let's face it, he's
a whole other level of special.
Well, that's not nice to say. But he is a whole level of different. And because of that, we love him. And but yeah, no, if you want to check us out individually as well, go check out the link trees that are underneath our names. If you want more information about Bubba Duke, Bubba.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, just check me out on
there you go.
The YouTube Bubba Duke show, and Twitch is Boar's Nest with Bubba Duke. I do a lot of single player video gaming on my Xbox on my Twitch, so keep an eye out.
And again, if you're unsure as to, or you're watching on a cell phone right now and it's a little small, you can't see those Linktree links for you. Turnbucklestudios.org. Click on the picture of the person that you want to take a look at, and it'll take you right to their respective Linktree accounts.
Yeah, it's all great ways to help support every single one of us, but collectively we are all part of the Turnbuckle affiliation program. And let's kind of leave the people with this. What was everybody's final thoughts of tonight's Monday Night Raw, starting with Best?
I thought tonight's show was just a great way to build towards Night of Champions, and it was everything about it just seemed to flow nice and smoothly. I liked it. It's a Raw that I'm probably going to go back and watch this at some time this week, which I don't really say that often. but it was definitely a great show.
Let's go to Carl.
Well, for what I could see of the show tonight, I think that it's something that I'm going to go back and rewatch. Just like Chris Best, because I'm going to have to see it from the beginning anyways. But yeah, definitely from what I was able to see, the women's match to the main event match, everything was just so nicely done. Really flowing together, telling the stories that need to be told in a way that was entertaining. That's the biggest thing for me is the E in WWE stands for entertainment. I want to make sure that I am entertained, and they entertained me in the little bit that I did get to see tonight.
Yeah, I agree with Carl. I was completely entertained from beginning to end. I think they're taking a page out of TNA. The total nonstop action has definitely been picked up by WWE. And I said this on the locker room breakdown, that 10 years ago, would we have said that the women's division would be outshining some of these men's matches to the point that it should have been a main event or an opening match for the show? And that's all we've been getting is the women's division stepping up in that opening match and just setting the tone of, look, guys, we're here. It's either come up here with us or don't have a match, because you're just going to be dull and no one's going to pay attention to it. And then same with your main event. It keeps that energy so high that when the next show comes, like tomorrow night being NXT, you're looking forward to seeing what happens on NXT. And then same with SmackDown. You're looking forward to watching the next episode. That's what I love about Raw right now, is it's grabbing my attention. Even when I'm at work, I have this on so I can watch, because it's got my attention again. So, way to go. Keep it up. I can't wait to watch Raw next week.
A-Town first. A-Town.
Yes.
Aaron A-Town Jackson.
Ron.
Appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. You have yourself a great night as well. Definitely, we look forward to talking to you real soon, my friend.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Have a good night, brother. Who dat? And have a good night. It's from Baton Rouge, man. He's a Saints.
No, I get it.
We have a connection, all right?
Yeah.
Yep, you do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Merca.
Our friendship is a
Merca.
But OMD, your final thoughts of Monday Night Raw.
I thought it was a solid go-home show, and one of the better go-home shows we've seen for a PLE, especially on Raw, in a while. Started off hot with that Seth Rollins promo leading to that Bron Breakker Penta match. Really, for me, I think the biggest lull had to be the Raquel Rodriguez-Rhea Ripley segment.
Okay, and why is that?
It just, for me, it was the same old, same old. We've seen these two go back and forth, and Rhea Ripley has just been on it with the Judgment Day since she was excommunicated. She needs something different.
And what do you think? Like, that needs to be either you move the Judgment Day to a new brand, or Rhea goes to a new brand.
Yeah.
Like, do you think this is just a victim of the two still being on the same brand?
Yeah, I think so. And I do think Rhea needs to go to SmackDown. It opens up a new competition for her.
Mm-hmm.
And it can reunite her with Damian Priest, because she doesn't seem to really have the backup now on Raw.
You know, that's very true.
And then that main event. That was absolutely brilliant. I was waiting and anticipating a heel turn coming out of it, but I think we might get that at Night of Champions with whoever comes out winning between Cody and Ring. But solid show, good build, and I cannot wait for tomorrow. And then next week.
Yeah. Awesome stuff.
How about you, Parrish? What did you think of the show?
Well, I mean, we got to watch Becky Lynch and Bayley, and I think that is a match that anybody who understands technical wrestling, you're not going to get any better technical women than Becky Lynch and Bayley. And yes, I'm aware of the statement. But when I say technical, I mean everything matters. Every move is there, but the storyline's there and the involvement from the fans' emotion is there. They are two of the most decorated and over women in the history of WWE. Becky Lynch, I still think, will go down when it's all said and done as the greatest women wrestler of all time. And Bayley is going to go down as probably one of the best to do it, but not the greatest.
Right.
This is something that we don't see very often. Becky Lynch versus Bayley. And because of that, it is such a treat to watch. But what I loved even more was that the highlight of Lyra Valkyria was there. We saw the fact that she's not happy that this Intercontinental Championship is being revolved around two other people when she should be the one who got the first crack next at Becky Lynch, because she was the first ever, the inaugural, and the one in really who gets that rematch. And I love the story that they're playing, because you're seeing why Becky Lynch is happy with stealing kind of the night away, still being the champion. And you're seeing that rift between Bayley and Lyra Valkyria.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that is just, or they're doing it in a way where it makes sense. Lyra doesn't like the fact that Bayley's getting involved, but Bayley has her own reasons to get involved. It's respected, but at the same time, when it comes to the championship, it's a different ball game. I just love how important the Women's Intercontinental Championship looked coming out of tonight, and it puts so much prestige on the reputation of how that championship is received with the women vying for it. And because of that, I really thought that was a highlight of tonight's Raw.
Okay. Hey, I can dig it.
Right now it's on.
Sucker.
Woo! So yeah. And I guess now there's no other thing to do, but other than just send it home, we gotta go there. So best, I'll throw to you, because now you have a conundrum of who you throw it back to.
Well, I mean, since it's been... Are you best OMD? No. Anyway, it's like I was going to say, I'm going to throw it to Carl, because it's been a number of weeks since we've heard him say it. So, Carl, go ahead.
I'll be honest with you, because it's been so long, I completely forget what it actually is. So I'm just going to throw out a different one and a brand new one for everybody. Remember, love yourself, love everyone else, and love always wins.